Now, you may be asking the question, well, what is social capital? Well, social capital consists of personal connections and relationships that provide a professional, emerging professional, with the knowledge, the resources, and the opportunities that enable them to advance in their career. So when we deal with developing your social capital, we're dealing with the focus of connecting with people that can provide you with knowledge, with resources, or opportunities that will enable you to take your career to the next level. And this is so important. And the reason why it's so important, because one of the things that I've learned in my journey, in my career journey, in my leadership experience, is I've discovered that if you're gonna have career success, if you're gonna position yourself for career success once you graduate, you're gonna have to have vision, you're gonna have to have competencies, skills, soft skills, you're gonna have to do well in school, you're gonna have to graduate, but you're also gonna have to develop your social capital. In essence, one of the keys to your career advancement, one of the keys to opportunities as far as internships, as far as jobs, is relationships. If we were in person, I would have you say it out loud. Say relationships. You have to develop relationships. 87% of jobs are attained through relationships. But let me go a step farther. According to a study on LinkedIn, they said that 61% of people believe, here it comes, that an online connection can lead to an opportunity. 61% said an online connection can lead to an opportunity. This is why we advocate and we encourage and we stress for you to get on LinkedIn, to engage on LinkedIn, because there are connections, there are opportunities, there is insight, there is knowledge that is available for free to help you advance in your career. But watch this. There's another study that I read about that said 70% of jobs in the market are part of what they call the hidden job market. You say, Dr. J, what is the hidden job market? The hidden job market are jobs that are available that you don't know about. Say it again. The hidden job market are jobs, opportunities, promotions that are available that you don't know about. The only way you're going to hear about these jobs is through relationships, is through connections, is through your social capital, which is why it's so important for college students to begin to develop their social capital the moment they step on a college campus. Because some of your greatest opportunities, some of your greatest internships, jobs, or ways to get paid is going to be based on relationships. Dr. J, last thing, how do I maximize? Number one, I got to have a vision for my future. Number two, I got to identify a mentor, a peer mentor, a sponsor, and an org. Number three, I got to determine, how do I plan to build the relationship? What's going to be my plan? What's going to be my action plan? Number four, I got to establish the relationship. But then I go to the tough part. I got to manage. I got to stay in contact. I got to comment. I got to like. I got to post. And what I've discovered is when you begin to build, when you begin to manage, these relationships are going to help you grow. They're going to help you flourish, and they're going to help you advance in your career as well. One of the greatest examples I like to use is I met a woman several years ago that worked for IBM, and she was based in Denver, Colorado. And we were having a dinner one night, and she was, I believe, leader or worker of the year. And I asked her a question. I said, what was the key? And she lifted up her hand. She said, it was my hand. And I said, well, what do you mean? She said, on your hand, you have 5 fingers. And she said, 5 fingers represent the 5 closest people within my organization or within my circle. She said, these 5 people, not only did I invest in them, but they invested in me. And she said, because I surrounded myself with the right people, that enabled me to thrive and to reach my fullest potential. In essence, you are as good as the people that you surround yourself with. And the same is true in life. The same is true as a leader, but the same is true when it comes to your career. You want to make sure that you are strategic, you are intentional about the people that you surround yourself with. And what you will discover is when you surround yourself with the right people, they're going to give you insight, they're going to give you wisdom, they're going to give you knowledge, they're going to give you opportunity, and they're going to open up doors for you that you never, ever imagined.